The scale we're looking at today is C major, hand separately, 2 octaves. So we're going to start you with your right hand and we're going to pop your thumb onto middle C. Now there are going to be 3 numbers that you need to remember in this scale. 3, 4, 3. Now these are going to be the numbers that will help you with what I call your changes as you go both up and down this scale. So this is your 3rd finger, your 4th and your 3rd again. So starting on middle C, we're going to walk up to our 3rd finger and your thumb is going to run underneath to take the next one. So we're going to just try that same move once more. So I realise at the beginning this is a bit of a strange move. It doesn't feel the most comfortable, but you will get used to it. 3, thumb runs under. Now once you've got that move, we're going to continue walking up. 3. When we get to 4, which was our next number, he does it again. And that will land you on a thumb, on a C, in the middle of our 2 octaves. So we've got a 3 thumb, 4 thumbs. We're going to try that again. 3 thumb, 4 thumb. Now the last change we need to do is yet another 3 thumb in the exact location as the beginning, because our octaves are carbon copies of each other. So we have 3, 4, 3 again, and then we can finally get to little finger who's been waiting really patiently. 3 thumb, 4 thumb, 3 thumb, I'm going to try that once more before we give you the opportunity just to pause the video and have a quick go at the ascending or the going up. 3, 4, 3. Keeping those 3 numbers in your head, 3, 4, 3, pause the video and have a go at just the ascending. Now that we know we can make our way from middle C all the way up these 2 octaves, we're going to practice just the descending. It is actually really important to learn to be able to split your scale into both ascending, descending, and sometimes bits in the middle, actually octaves in the middle, because you have to be able to see the fingers that you're doing so that you can make the right choices if you get stuck and you need to get yourself out of trouble. So we're going to start from that high C that we reached with our little finger. And we're going to come down to our thumb. Now, this is the revenge part of things. Your middle finger, number 3, is going to run over the top of your thumb. Let's try that once more. Over the top. Now we're going to try and take this a bit further. Now we remember our 3 numbers, don't we? 3, 4. 4 is going to be the next change that we do. 3 goes over. Now 4 is going to go over. And we're going to keep walking and we're going to leave it at that. So just the 3 change and the 4 change. 3, 4. Now you know what's coming, don't you? 3rd finger goes over again to make that complete 3, 4, 3. And finally we get home. So again, you don't want to think about any other numbers, just your 3, 4, 3. 3 over, 4 over, 3 over. Now shoot back to the top and try the descending again. 3, 4, 3. Pause the video and practice from the top all the way down to the bottom. Okay, so we're going to take this one all the way through. Again, if you need to, pop something in front of you that just says 3, 4, 3, just to remind you. Now I'm going to give you a bit of a heads up with this one. Quite a lot of the time people remember 3 and then 4, but they don't remember that last 3 change. It's almost like your brain has a mini celebration after it gets to 4 and forgets the last one. So if you're going to be ahead of the curve, you really want to remember that last 3, and that will get you to where you need to go. 3 under 4 3. Little finger plays once. Revenge. 3 over 4 3. Let's try that once more. Now if you've managed all of that, very well done. If it doesn't happen straight away, or if there's bits that you forget, go back and just isolate the bit that you had trouble with. Even if it was just that first octave going up, the 3 change followed by the 4 change. That's absolutely fine. If you can pinpoint where you went wrong, you have the option with this video to go back, pause it, and just try those little steps on the way. Again, another tip for practicing this is to practice the ascending and the descending separately before you go all the way through. It just gives you a real understanding of the fingers that you do, so that eventually as you speed it up, they will become muscle memory. Well done. Now we're going to try the left hand. So for the left hand, we're going to start 1 octave below where the right hand started, and we're going to put little finger on there. Now this is essentially the backwards version of the right hand. So instead of your thumb being the kind of the naughty one running underneath, this time it's actually your 3, 4, 3 picking on your thumb and running over the top of him first. So we're starting with little finger on this C, and we're going to walk up to your thumb. Now 3 is going to run over the top. Let's try that once more. 3. So that gives you your first octave. If you need to pause it and just do the first octave, it's absolutely no problem. Do that at this point. But for those who want to keep going, we're going to go for that 3 change and then add the 4 change as well. 3, 4, and keep going. And we'll stop it there. So 3 and then 4. 3, 4. Now again, you know what's coming. This time we're going to add on our last 3 change. 3, 4, 3. Let's try that once more. Pause the video and practice just the ascending. Now that we can reach all the way to the top, we're going to practice the coming down. So again, let's do this in stages. As we had 3, 4, 3 picking on your thumb, on the way back your thumb gets revenge and runs underneath each of them in turn. So coming down, we get to 3, your thumb has to run underneath. We're just going to get to that 4, 3, thumb. Now we're not going to do this change, we know it's coming though. This time, let's give it a go. 3, thumb, 4, thumb. Now that took you all the way to your first octave. 3, 4. You can go ahead and pause the video and practice just that first descending octave. Now we're going to add on our last 3 change. 3, 4, 3. done. That's the whole 2 octaves done. Let's try that once more. 3, 4, 3. Pause the video and practice just the descending. Now we're going to try this one all the way through. Remember that last 3 change is the important one, because that's the one that's going to get forgotten, and that's the one that will let you get to where you need to be, either all the way at the top or all the way back home. 3, 4, 3, 3, 4, 3. Now, from having taught this for quite a long time, I can tell you already, left hand descending is probably the bit where most people get stuck. And the reason is you have to actively make that change happen. So for example, you don't want to take this one on. It's so easy to go all the way to your little finger, isn't it? And then realise you've done it wrong and have to go back to the beginning. What you want to really do is to isolate the part that's tricky. Just do the descending by itself before you go all the way through. Eventually, as I've said before, it will become muscle memory and you won't need to remember. But it's that idea that you need to make that change happen before you go too far. So 2 things to remember: practice descending first and always remember the last change. So just to give you what I've just been preaching about. And then you go all the way through.